I don't know if I was on Twitter. I don't
Hold
know
on,
what.
hold on.
Yeah, that's good.
Y'all had to hang up because I had went live and I didn't even know it. All right? All right, later. I'm live on YouTube. And being live on YouTube, I was trying to go to my members only and it didn't come up. I truly wanted this to be a members only show. Is there any way I can make it a members only show that anybody know? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Hey, Christio. Whiskey to Don. Yo, Whiskey to Don. I'll never see you on, what you call that, when I'm on StreamYard, but I always see you on when I come to YouTube. What that be about? You can't get it when it's on StreamYard? Anyway, maybe just be members only anyway. I don't know. Nah, this is not a members only show. Hey, Sheila Reed. Everybody who got that special for that, your books is going to be shipped out today. I did pretty good. I appreciate the people who got the Black Friday special. I shouted them out in the whole 9 yards. So your book will be definitely to you this week because they're going into the mail today. All right, let me see. I got the names right there. Is everything okay? Winnie Mae, okay, Christy O. Now, trying to get this to be right, man. I guess this won't be happening. This will not be a members only show. So, this title will be about the same thing to make you laugh is the same thing to make you cry. Letitia James, the prosecutor here in New York City, is going to face the same charges that similar to President Trump charges about inflating the price of a property. It's crazy. And some other things that's big in the news today is Hunter Biden been pardoned by Joe Biden. Now, in case you know this or not, Joe Biden and Bill Clinton did the toughest crime bill that targeted blacks and people of color, Hispanics, did the toughest crime bill that targeted people in low-income areas. Now, it's a big news thing because he pardoned his son. His pardons go back from 2014 until 2024. 10 years, any kind of crime that he committed. If they go back and try to find and say that he committed something in 2015, 16, 17, or any time from that, he has been pardoned from any crime that he have committed from 2014 to now. And I think that's crazy. If that's the case, everybody that got tax bill has been, because he pled guilty. He pled guilty. So anybody that has tax problems and had to go to jail for their taxes in the last 10 years, let their ass out. Fair is fair. I know that's your daddy, but the law is the law. Let their ass out. Why not? The title for this show is going to be crazy because we're dealing with a lot of crazy shit that's out here, and I wasn't up to put a title on this. I couldn't put a title on this. I don't know why. I was trying to find a membership only button and push it, and I couldn't. It didn't come up. So this is about people and their psychological problems. I told y'all how I felt about the Letitia James, them things. The same thing make you laugh and the same thing make you cry. She's about to go to jail though. Trump gonna make sure she go to jail. If any of that shit is wrong or right or whatever like that, he gonna make sure that she gets prosecuted. And it's gonna be crazy. I want to speak to y'all about the illness that we have, the sickness. I gotta find this program. Yeah. And this has something to do with what's going on today. All right, now, let me just say this. What's her name? And I'm using this time to address some of the comments. Because I look through some of the comments some of the times. You understand? And sometimes I address the negative stuff, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't give the guys who sit up there and write negative shit the time of day. And I won't. From this point on, I'm going to do like M. Rex told me. If somebody writes something negative on your channel, erase it and block them. Because they trying to take your channel down. If they write some negative shit, erase it and block it. MREC told me that a long time ago. I just don't look at it. And I wasn't looking at the comments like that. But because I don't go to YouTube and go on other people's platforms and look and see what they're saying, it's a lot of shit that's been said, and the only reason I address it is when my moderators come to me. Shout out to Drain Master. Shout out to Deacon's Daughter. Shout out to Danny D. Shout out to Christy O. Shout out to sometime old Doc Ass. Sometimes. Taj. Honey Butter. So I could be missing a few. Oh, Lucky Lefty. You know what I'm saying? When they tell me shit because they be on it like that, I may address it. But today, I just went to look at some of the views in my last video, and I really gotta address the sickness that's going on. My brother and me was talking, shout out to William, and he said, Gene, that's why they got psych wards. Because the sick can talk to the sick. The sick could be around the sick. The sick ain't in a regular population. They in the psych ward. And I was like, yo, you right. He said, YouTube is just like that. They got sick people listening to sick people talk that are sick. I said this to you guys before. But this lady, she's a doctor. And if she's not a doctor, she sure talk like one. I'ma shout her out, Miss Ashley Matthews. And I'm using to address this because I have to recognize the sickness of individuals that come after me. Now check this out. People like, hold on, miss. Gotta get this lady right here. People like, I'm not even gonna say her name, Jean. I know Choke Mother, and she's a nice lady now. And why do you bring her up? Why do you say things about her and everything like that? And I'm like, listen, first and foremost, everybody know that old boy brought his mom to the internet, to Charlamagne's show, brought it up. He tried to glorify being raised by a crackhead, a dope fiend, or whatever like that, and use that as a sympathy card. Okay. But I don't give a shit about his problems or his issues. That's why anybody from this point on, come on my page, come in my story, and start talking about this dude, I'm just gonna erase him because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about, I want to deal with no nigga that's never been on my level and never been on the level of dudes I fucked around with and chilled with and been in the streets with, or went to work, my co-workers, went to school with, none of that. I don't even want to hear it from this point on. Because after I read what this lady said, I'm letting y'all know. And the reason I said what I said, she knew this MF was sick way back then. Samuel Ramsey, thank you for that cash app. She knew that he was sick way back then. He had to be sick. When he was in his belly and she was addicted, she knew he was going to be sick. He was born sick. When she was looking at this nigga growing up and he was sitting there making paint chips as a snack, she should have poisoned him because she knew he wasn't going to be no good to nobody and nothing. So don't think that I should have some sympathy for him. I don't give a shit about him. Nobody looked like him, got his last name, and rode on a boat with him. He comes on this internet for y'all. He know he can't touch me or do nothing, or it don't make a motherfucking difference what he say. He do it for y'all. Case in point. Sick people are watching sick people. Sick people are talking about sick people. Check out what this doctor says. I respect Gene for speaking his truth, as he allowed to speak on situations and people he had direct contact with. I stopped watching MC Gag because he was hypocritical about Suge. Gag never met Pac or Biggie, nor is qualified to give what he considered fact allegedly. Gag speaks to Suge, but yet has never asked him why he caused Afeni pain by claiming Pac was alive, when he not only knew the truth, but paid for the cremation and delivered the ashes to Afeni. Did Gag ask Suge if he blamed Veggie for the murk of Pac? Why was Veggie still employed on September the 7th, 1996 and September the 13th of 1996 as well as after? Why would you keep someone employed who Suge allegedly says was involved in Pac murking and stealing from him? The simple fact Gag fails to ask Suge and be objective just shows the effect of his paint chips and lead poisoning on his brain. Gag never respected that Gag feels disrespected by Gene, but yet he constantly name drops Suge, who lied on Pac and had random strangers accused of Feeney of lying, or when the police had to be called when someone showed up her book signing. Asked her repeatedly where was Pac and was he deceased. Or the main crank calls she received to the point. She didn't have a personal phone for years, and when she did change her number numerous times, Gag is full of crap. She said shit, but she didn't curse on that. It's just matted out in some certain way. Gene owes you nothing. You probably is with your mother. Your problems is with your mother and your own trauma that is triggered allegedly by Gene. My hope as a therapist is that Gags get off of Gene's Shalom and gets help. Whoa. He ain't never been on my Shalom. What you talking about, doctor? I'm a licensed clinical therapist, for the record. I deal with men formerly currently in penitentiary systems. I have provided therapy for inmates on death row, San Quentin, and federal prisons. My master thesis was complex PTSD, childhood trauma, and disorders that can occur into adulthood, thus creating a generation of black men and women being incarcerated. I also started a program in San Francisco for men who have convicted of domestic violence, and my PhD involved forensic science and paraphilia disorders in men. That doctor said a lot. Is that, and my brother, who's a very smart guy, Will, shout out. You understand? My younger brother, he said, yo, dog, this dude needs you. And he brought all this because this is what he wanted. He wanted to get back and forth and go back and forth with you so it could bring attention to him. And he's right. I did not come to YouTube to fight him nor nobody else. I told y'all from Jump Street that I was Brutus. And I did not come to praise Caesar. I came to bury him. It's a difference. I did not come to praise none of these niggas, go back with all these niggas. I came to do what I was sent to do. Y'all could call it, spoil it, it don't make no difference. I came to do what I was sent to do. This little niglet had hurt and had done a lot to people around us, my job, all that shit. So now, y'all on this Save Diddy shit. Why? Y'all sit up there and say, Gene, talk about Diddy. He got like 50 something, 500 something things about Diddy. Nigga, I'm consistent. I'm consistent. I know what I came here for. I know what I chose to do. So, make a long story short, y'all call me with this bullshit. Y'all text me about this cat that don't have no business. Anytime a man want to plug himself in a situation, no Diddy plug himself in a situation. Wow. By saying a man tried to hit on him, so now I'm able to talk about this situation. Because he tried to have sex with me. What? Listen. I'm done. The next time I talk about this shit with MC Gag or his mother or anything, it was when I had this forum with the guys who had an issue with him, who had a problem with him because he stole from them. That's the only time I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to continue to bring you the content that I bring you. And yes, it still will be about Diddy and other people and other things. I appreciate you, the people who come to hear my commentary on whatever I want to talk about. All right? Peace out. See you later on tonight.